I'm eternally in your debt.
What would be a trip to Islay without Isla's biggest producing distillery? And that is Caol Ila. A lot of the distilleries are still doing a lot of things very traditionally. Like Bruichladdich is the most traditional. I think they employ 80 people and they do everything kind of the way it used to be done. Caol Ila goes the other way. It's like we're going to produce like 18 billion liters a year. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. It'll stay down here. They have
billion?
Okay. They have it automated, and they have 8 people that run the facility. I think it is. It's something like that. Very, very efficient. Very automated. All just kind of like all the way through. Huge kettles. Again, a beautiful view of the Caol Ila. It's named after the what do you call that? A tributary? It's not tributary. It's the sound that runs between Jura and Islay.
What's the difference between a sound and a tributary?
The noise.
Okay.
But a sound is an arrow strip of it. Yes. A tributary is what? What's a tributary?
It's like, isn't it like a small part of a river, right?
Yeah, I think it's like a river.
Tributary,
Yeah.
Whereas the sound is actually the difference, the space between the islands.
Yeah.
Right.
The water flows through.
Yeah. And the currents are so strong through there that it's wonderful watching a ferry come from Jura over to Islay or vice versa, because they're coming across, but they're basically angled like this. They're just kind of fighting the current all the way across, so they're kind of like pointed that way, coming across, but coming across straight.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Anyway,
You got to know what you're doing to be a pilot of a ferry.
oh, good call
Back to that one. Yeah, there we go.
That's what I'm here for.
All right, this is another independent bottler, Distiller's Art. This is a single cask, Caol Ila, specially selected for the Oban whiskey and fine wines.
So I just want to, like, you say it's an independent bottler,
Yep.
but it's from the Caol Ila distillery.
Yes.
So this bottler has gone and found a cask and then put it in bottles from Caol. Is that right? Am I right?
Yeah. I was bought a barrel. It's a bit like the Scottish Malt Whisky Society.
Yeah.
or some of the old
And
particulars
yeah,
we've had, or
particulars
old
it had, yeah.
casks.
So they're going to buying, and it could be like us. We could go and start like 3 good-looking men business. Okay, 3 ugly
Or
men
us.
buy whiskey. Or us.
Yeah.
We could buy our own ones and start bottling them.
You're tempting me greatly right
Okay,
now.
2 ugly and 1 good-looking man with a barrel.
I don't think it matters what they look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a cask. We'll have a cask, and it'll be. I fucking love whiskey.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Independent bottler.
I'm absolutely in on that.
All right, distilled December 2009 for those people that speak English. Bottled in 2018, aged in a single sherry hogshead, non-chill filtered, natural color. Bottle number 142 of 180. 700 milliliters. So this is a British Isles volume. And look at that. I haven't opened it yet. Oh, I'm very excited.
Unopened. I like the color.
Yeah, that's a.
Yes.
I think the design as well. Nice. It's graphics.
And I mean, Caol Ila, like it's the first time I had a Caol Ila, I was used to Lagavulin. I'd had some Laphroaig. I'd maybe had one Ardbeg at the time, and I tried Caol Ila, and I was like, oh, this is like a tire fire. That's that kind of peat. It's
Really?
It's not necessarily everyone's favorite, but if there's a peated component of a blended whiskey, it's probably from Caol Ila because they produce such a volume, and most of it's for blends.
Like even more than Octomore?
No, it's not as.
It's not as peated, but the flavor of the peat, the flavor is just to me, it's reminiscent of a tire fire, but in a good way.
Yeah.
It's like being punched with a knife, but in a good way.
So remember earlier on we were trying Lagavulin.
Uh-huh.
This has got the same peat content as Lagavulin. So it was 35 and this is 35 as well.
But we're gonna taste the peat more in this.
But you go, well, you
It'll
tell
be-
me. We shall see.
I think he might.
That is the anticipation.
I think glasses.
Oh, sorry, I
Two
didn't.
glasses. Can you?
I did not glass us.
Well, otherwise I'll start pouring. There'll be nothing underneath my pour.
I can't see. I've got to reach with my fingers.
Oh, there we go. There's a glass.
Yeah. Great.
Oh, there was the glass you were looking for.
There it is. There's the Ardbeg. That's the one I was looking for when I couldn't remember the distillery name.
Yeah.
I knew I had it somewhere. I feel like I'm shortchanging you all the time with the first pour.
But I like the fact I get a little extra second pours.
It's for the guest.
Yeah, thank you. As a guest pour.
Yeah,
It's a guest
exactly. Well, you're not driving home. You've got someone picking you up. That's
Yeah,
good.
exactly.
Yeah, and you came all the way up here.
Yeah.
All the way from Scotland. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Right.
So it's quite a commute.
Yes. So I have a friend in my whiskey society at work who's also a Ouija, and he always says, "I don't have an accent. I have a Burbank accent." And he's got
Same thing. I've got an Orange County accent.
Exactly.
Can't you tell?
I can tell.
Huh.
Oh, see on the.
Now this
See,
seems...
this is totally different on the nose compared to Lagavulin. See that?
Yeah.
And how, so for people that are always following the ppm, like Altamore very high, this shows you can get the same ppm and you get two different totally
You can really
flavors.
smell the phenols. Like this is like...
Yeah, and then this is like dry smoke.
Wow. Yeah, the dry smoke, for sure. This totally reminds me of when that was burning.
Yeah, and this is closer to like the earthiness of the peat and the...
Oof. Oh, hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Did I hit high C?
This is what finished. This is bright as well, isn't it? This one's really
Very bright for a Caol Ila.
8-year-old, it's an 8-year-old, so it's like getting advanced flavours, everything is
I just
coming
took a sip of a delicious campfire.
out. Yeah.
Right?
So if you could see it, and it'd be like something from Dungeons and Dragons. You open your mouth and you can swallow an entire campfire.
It's like a potion, like a campfire potion.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, this was definitely brewed on the elemental plane of fire, if we're going to go Dungeons and Dragons. Where Freebie come from, anyway. Wow.
This is totally out of the... but I remember having that book, and I remember that on the cover, and I always thought, when I first started playing, it's like, oh, we're going to encounter this statue in one of our adventures. We never did. It's kind of
And it's funny, they now, like, you can buy this as a figure. Like, you can buy this statue, you know. And of course, this is super like inside baseball too, because it's this on the player's handbook, the old school player's handbook. There are like adventurers gouging the eyes out of this statue, and so this is just like before that happened, clearly, right?
Yeah, because the gems are still in the eyes. Yeah.
They certainly are. Or maybe it's after. Maybe someone killed all those adventurers.
Right, the curse.
Yeah. This is a wake me up, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like back to business. And some of the other ones, it was like, we're thinking of a winter's evening, we're beside the sea in your cottage, but this one is really bright. I'm feeling 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
This is a daytime scotch.
Yeah, it's a daytime pick me up.
It's not as tire fiery as some of the other Caol Ilas I've had.
It's interesting, and yet it's not tire fiery, but it's still quite smoky.
And the youngness of it though, where you're getting that youthfulness. It's only 8 years that the wood hasn't started to really impact it too much.
Push it too far. Oh boy.
Here we're really getting the...
I like this. Of today, the last one was my favorite.
What
The
was
Bowmore or the Devil's Cask? Or
The Devil's Cask, yeah, the one that you brought was my favorite one.
But it was like heavily influenced by those sherry casks.
Yeah, but this is
These
still
are all,
great.
This is like we're on an island and we're in the full... I mean, we're finishing on a high peat note.
Yeah, I mean, I
We
would
went
drink
out to
any
those
of
little
these,
picnic tables at Caol Ila that are on the Sound, and we're sitting there,
Yeah.
and Sushi the cat has come over and landed on the table and wants some pets.
So if I'm living inside of this glass, this is pretty weird. This is like a house made of fire. It's a house on the elemental plane of fire.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah.
And the Afridi who lives there bakes pies constantly.
What type of pies is it? It's like meat pies?
Some of them
Human
but
meat
there's
pies?
Some of it's human meat pies.
Some of them possibly. Some of the pies are sweet though. Maybe the meat
I'm
pies are
getting, I'm
sweet.
getting the rubber.
Little Sweeney Todd.
I'm getting the
It's
rubber
coming
fire
in
back.
A little rubber.
Yeah.
in the aftertaste and the finish.
Yeah.
And I finished it. Clearly that was really good.
You can have more. But you have to pour it yourself. And I know that scares you.
Touching the bottle.
No pouring for some
Pouring.
reason. I don't understand it, but last a couple episodes ago he mentioned.
The glug glug.
Whoa, that was
Easy.
It was fast.
impressive.
And easy.
No, it wasn't easy. All right. No, it's pretty easy.
So it's bottle 142 of 180. So this is
So I might put some
It's
water
gotta
in
be a-
this.
So 180
barrel.
for the cask.
Yeah.
I might put a little water in this. How do you feel about that, Andrew?
No, well, I mean,
I have a whole full pour,
second pour, yeah. So
so I might just put a drop
See
in
what
there and
happens.
see what goes on.